Emfa Emra Bedwam Jumedi so on Adom TV live on DSTV channel 280, Go TV channel 119, Multi TV take was Subenya live and so on. Sounds near HD plus. Yes, to me on Adom TV Extra Facebook. Sounds so and I'll call YouTuber Adom TV. Share like it. Ya comment e was here. Ye begin prepare ya can edit amount. I'll permit catch down. Ye can so about €100 so dada. Si opani pa ba ko fidwe mu a ye ne ba betwe enkomo waye aban soafo epen waye aban na musini epen wa premampani dibre ewo mamu ewo na manyokwa do dika wom dada ene okọ ono akasa ni kina pen so akopre mampani akonya no ewa fimpimienu ene adwenu enan abatu a ye koyi emu December 7th abatu yi ogiremu dendenden deden ere John Alan Kwadwo Kyerematen. Nim so kaya Alan Cash and idea yedim. Baba ko de.
Yeah.
There are say alpeso wadaje so jabi e dia mai say oni ahwefo across the globe ebetwe enkono akire eni so de hunawo edema o my Ghana. E form te say.
E form de ye pa nyame Badwam agrona kasa no afena aise
ebe piki
mu eyedimba na kakra na ya ne de afani se ekuyi
but ebana ma betwa komos ni aba behwe the vision of Alan John Kwadwo Kyerematen edema of my Ghana free say the traditional party sayenim since 1992. Ebisi the last election year in 2020. Obetimi ameki history na. Ebi mu fi se ade na nsi Ghana batomu da since 1992 ebisi 2020. Emi enya split parliament. So the possibility and the likely of Alan Kyerematen also making history in this year's election are possible. Rashe ya for bay and on mbeye adwuma. Hwe ye ba ise.
These four competencies have become evident. And I can say without a doubt that if you are looking for a safe pair of hands as a leader for Ghana going into the 2024 general election, it will be Alan Kyerematen. And my record is clear.
Okay, so you said when given the opportunity to answer some taxes, what are some of these taxes that you consider nuisance and you don't want to answer?
Abolishing them. If we reform our tax structure, taxes will automatically come down. If you go to the advanced economies, the tax structure is such that they earn more revenue from direct taxes than from indirect taxes. It is the opposite in Ghana. In Ghana, we pile a lot of taxes on import duties, which affects the competitiveness of business people. But that's the wrong way.
Some of these issues, especially yefa kuayo ho, especially yefa dwedie ho. Menim so one reporter Ghana Science Council for the Abba say enema ye no yema mu ne board nchen enema e kradi from no ne eba. Ba yen so ye pese ye ko Ghana beyond aid. E better na yetimi aton aye enema ho a ne bo edin. Abra yen krabi emfa emba agwaisa ehwe now movement for change abeye political party abeye force and abebe a youth winger ye twedi actually because Alan Kyerematen edi animu
dedi kan mechia watiefo nyina na madawasi sa akwenya ya menya meneo etwetwe nkomo anopai. I'm saying, do na nim say na me a leading member or MPP mu.
Yeah.
And I'm a trainer. And my form Nyame movement.
Okay.
Now in Ghana no say oshe the legislation and mra ewo ye man ni mu a ye de hye ye amanyosem no a political parties legislation na eche say ya kire say wo pese wo ye political party a ehye a ewo ho a ese udi so
okay
ana wo betimi suso ate wuku a eno enye political party enso so wo betimi aye amanyosem nebi ana wo betimi suso aka say wo kra de unya say wo bedi ku anim wo pese wo context either for parliamentary seat and for the presidency as an independent candidate. Nina san share no wo. Me free mo. Because say me team movement. Me tino me church mu say enye political party. Enye political party. That should be depending on circumstances, it may evolve into a political, but for now, the as a movement. Okay. Now, Anna, me da sa movement no. Me contest in the general elections this year, December no, okay, as an independent candidate. I didn't think because if he said, we share my more. There were two dominant parties. Yeah. And I'm a friend duopoly, NDC and MPP. For the last 32 years, if you are some you know, they've been in charge of our country. Now, Osha said for the 17th time, sir, parties being in charge of the governance of this country. When we are na you call IMF. Okay. And I wish even the economy says here you woman ubia nim say enkoi emaye. I don't think say ekwa say yes akwakoto aba. Now after 32 years then it only stands to reason say a system. Now see a system na enye so much say usa kofa another party naba. If say the problem associated with two parties is number one, acquire winner takes all. Okay. Say way back. Let's just say a MPP for and the Wabem. And winner takes all the party back. Okay. Sa anatoso sa. And the old boomaya a Number two, there's no continuity in government projects. Say nipa no ba obi se me free SHS. So no ba say you and you and so discontinue.
No starting idea.
No starting idea. Sa na koso for the last 32 years.
Okay, so on that score.
Yeah.
Me ametia me tiwi. Yeah, we fear ye tiwi. Adom Kyerematen has been part of this cabal, quote unquote, the NPP, NDC thing for more than 30 years. It's a case of a entity and ka afaw. May that year they say Adom Kyerematen approning who they free. Sa MPP, NDC mentality say ye de we near ye ne nkrofo and eko.
Let's say how to was kakra. Okay. Then I'm intense. Winner takes all. Yeah. Lack of continuity. Okay. In governance. And I face one say, and I'm say I say ya kwen say bi say say who aban mu a anya no wetu 8 years. Yeah. Then say who mu dia na 8 years no dey. The opposite na obey. Nipa no oko opposition and one so between when you say after 8 years did you no so beba. And so ye dibu emaya enye. And apart from that no so nipa toto na no utie di omoka na omo say party manifestos are the biano party be ba mo full of promises. We need to go beyond our party manifestos. Ye here national planner say ye hihye to oni nyina ye kabom ye kase aha ne ye kwa se party we ba na wabetoa de obi bae no so There's a national plan. Party be a better follow. And what is so one will say there's a mindset in Ghana and what the transformation agenda of our country. And I say Ghana from apart from say NDC, NPP, Nankasano, a creative problem of mine. Yankasa, your mindset, no, a problem. And the last time form, the last but not the least. One will say, unye politician, let's say, come and let's say, come acquire politics and politicians, and I just say, Omubumayano. And he said, we are business, so say, yeah, software, say, I hear from you, a mambo rankasan, and you're part of it. And he acquire, say, we don't have a full representation of different interest groups. And I don't think the me na mani abrise the same free mo na me dey share for ban say we can bring a new political system, a government of national unity, a system where political parties in the country, both large and small, and so your business community no count, labor unions count, or more traditional authorities account. And the SARS system more you woman yet for 32 years now. Obian complaining say MY no. SARS system no ana me many appreciate say me leading that effort no for that new system. It is Obia me matremu na me who the defects and the deficiencies in system no. Se me from na se me ba na be kasa ade matremu ache from 92 about back to constitutional rule. I've been at the center of a tisame meet me everyone. Now me say yamfa new system ba. I say nipa jimedi. If somebody boom, na say wa wu nim na ba na ka say o sa system enya adwuma yamfa system for ba. I do cry no I say nipa doubt to because wo cry wu nim ade no over. But me dey minimum. To question will be some say no be ka say na wu and no point that say me one more beti ase no and bet me who say there are limitations any adwuma that there will be say we for nipa do a emu so say they won't change nipa every the 10 Ghanaians bia emu 7 say omo ebi kura say ento aba ati when ya enya me nko na make o Ghana for to do na and we say the system is not working. And we need a new system.
So if Adom Kyerematen we need 2024 presidential elections, we're certainly going to have these NDC, MPP, MPs. The current Emra or catcher said, Badwam Mpensenpensemu or so power was so affordable a free machine. How are you going to work with them?
A very simple logic. We say, I'm promoting a government of national unity. To say the first now a champion Eka Union government. I don't think the constitution says Ubeyi ministers have at least every parliament. At the parliament, Omako, there were different parties in vote to Omamba parliament. Until you select the members of the cabinet and our government, from amongst Nipa Wahon. What is the problem? The point is that you are talking about a government of national unity. And Kabumaba says, confusion, what you any the division, the PNC account of Kwabia, near Kontoka. Send the moment MPP become the send this opposite. The moment NDC be better say MPP. Where idea a economy. I don't think so. Maybe something Kabuma by back. That's a constitution. See, maybe a soft and free parliament, many ministers, every parliament. Say no crown put one. Ebema sa unity na ye aba. If say me be free, ana 50% is what can so. Kai say nam say kabuma ba ni. Say media, Ghana Journalists Association.
Okay.
My representative, traditional authorities, National House of Chiefs, almost representative, a business community, good for Association of Ghana Industries, religious leaders, both Muslims, any Christians, almost now, won't you say, and no, na a bema say, ye cast ye transient the policy. Obi to me, make say, 1 million for and I say, we will ye not unim say be affected. Because what can one why does it have to be say a change now? As I say, a nipan obey president, you know. Say just obey my you want to be you. Just a party na anybody. Now, I said, yeah, accept it.
The man who Irene Akra said, what near man your simo a check a cranty about your parliamentary Jumedi ya omo dinam say unim honsem.
Yeah.
If you call parliament na ya kasa ya. Se report a co committee enim na enya dia e fa parliamentarians na kasa ho. You see different views. Minorities here reporting, majority here reporting. The same committee here fee so mo nyina betimi aye adwuma bom. E dem say what gauge mood no ehun say pepa say Mapao ebia NPP substantive minister, Mapao NDC bia deputy minister, Mapao NDC ni substantive minister, Mapao NPP ni deputy minister. What gauge that mood now we say our politicians here they always have their political stand because we be on ideology.
Ideology ni area.
And parties me be on ideology on the
MPP.
MPP for
NDC.
Yeah.
Who to me say ideology ni di bumaya. Ideology ni di bumaya. Say MPP. Okay. Can be an center right na liberal. I would say during Kufuor time, President Kufuor so up to us. Yeah, can social interventions are. Say MPP cry more social interventions.
Than NDC from your Socialist Party.
From your Social Democrats.
Okay.
And let's forget about. Yeah, in Ghana for a problem back on say you attract.
Okay.
So ideology here working. I don't know. I say you impose an ideology on ourselves. But we have no we see the mood in Parliament. The mood has been dictated by the political system. Okay. Because the system was adversarial. The adversarial say what I say. I just say quite be anyone on my dream copy. Because Bibiano or Munya person by power. Yeah. That's what I say. And say we can committee level the mood level it is dictated by the political system structure there.
Okay.
If it's just one can talk because Obia say you Obi can say the bear or no bear advantage. Now say if the issue of being there is not to bring your party into power, what will be the basis for Tokano? So at the end of that, president, Anna wum, Wesusum, Obia a Kamubi. Okay. So I say, until Patriotia say, some mood now wukano, dictated by the fact to say, system now you wum. Okay. Sana ebebano. Okay. It will change.
Now your movement for change forming an alliance. Why this alliance?
Yes. Power na yenya April 2 many yenya April. Okay. Obia uniku. We say ye competitors. Yeah. Nemum ye kwa ebe nyina ye tie de ye jonko nsema omoka. Yeah. Me ko round nyina. Me tie de omo enso April 2 many no me tie de omoka. Me hu say nsema America no there were some political parties and now groups bia the same message and omukura. Anti me imagine say yen share say ni didi e ho nkomo. Say the American now no aso na wo ka ye nyina no didi e corporate to media. Ade ni en kambom. Say the be ya we can solidify our message. After so no say mo nyina no mukura the same message. They are fighting for the same common objective. Other than combining resources to achieve the same objective. I don't think I shall say ye did a home common. And finally, the young 9 groups are a copy. And the waves were the goodwill now amongst ourselves. It was clear, say, we could form an alliance and contest for the, because they would make us say Ghana, if we don't go beyond the duopoly of the NDC and MPP,
okay,
you be ko anyone you could do a cry ever sabayachi and na church way back 8 years, no, way back 8 years. It is not the party, it is the individual no or no odi adenanim. He said, "Wokwa amamaya omo sebi omo edimu nyina na." Omo nyina na, the difference is does not come from the party. China say when we say it's an old civilization.
Yeah.
Mao Zedong only the founder of it. But say China did not become a powerful global economy until the late 80s. One of the presidents, the friend Deng Xiaoping, when he took over, then China turned around. It had nothing to be, certainly the same Communist Party, I know, but it took one leader to give China the breakthrough. So it's the same thing. So it's not, it has nothing to, and your party has America. And me believe in that. Okay. Dr. Abu Sakara, National Interest Movement, also the same view. No? Odike, also the same view. No? Almost union government, the same government of national unity, the same concept. So
what is
okay,
this alliance now are forming. It looks as if, say, for example, the political side. I said a about the figures of Munyano, for want of better word, are insignificant. Yeah. And he looks as if Alan Kyerematen keeps going with low numbers.
Now, who said, man, Alan Kyerematen keeps going with those.
No. Okay, so the political group in Abeka.
Yes.
Bebrenanya low numbers now national elections.
Yes.
So if say a mudu now so Ebabeka Alan Kyerematen, then those of the low numbers na as I also piling up.
Oh, there's no logic in very respectfully. There's no logic in your okay. Say you call election. Every election no equita and its own dynamics.
Yeah.
And I'm a
sure.
And say Ubaka say be party A or call first no.
Yeah.
Onyaba ketu bi no.
Yeah.
Enti anu nti say no wobeka alliance no nti no na is alliance no kwa omu vote endu area. Na because there's no logic in it.
Okay.
If he say the would say the maker na me say 7 out of 10 every 10 Ghanaian
okay.
As you omu percent yes system.
Omu change be no more pay.
Omu change from NDC and MPP.
Okay. Almost move away from that
duopoly, no. Yes. And it's our small parties here, okay. If at that time, no, not a beer, they were not doing well.
Okay.
It could have been said, at that time, really, that mindset of Ghanaians,
okay.
Say, yempe NDC, yempe MPP, no. Maybe anyone, and who contest here as a party, who are in Yasobia. Now, says here, Ghana phone one can say, the system is not working. Again, enkoye. Say a NDCO, say MPPO, enkoye. One morning. Say Uber 8 years. Uber no in your final year no. na ye call IMF. The other parties you be no when be kan ho asem ye be wie no na the same party na kan no almost so e dey call IMF. How is it to say who feel say e just say yensa and what the same system no and some contribute. So Einstein, the great say say we have been now consider the same thing over and over and over again. You cannot expect a different result. Yes. Say Ghana for to about in one way. Okay. NDC NPP. More complaining by now. More complaining say NDC NPP. We say we are back in doing so. Say obi wa kra. In so cry your friend in so cry be for the pipe go down. Say obi wa ha and now the crisis, economic crisis. Any a which no. Obi wa ha. Do obi to cry dem ano. Oko ye tro eduro manwa. And ye ka so nko lab kra. And ye say on pese oye lab no. Na 2000 cities na ye say on tria ansa no akwa lab. Okwa fa no ni. So what you say? Say cocoa farmers some more complain. Yeah. Even though you are two, say them will complain. Obi a school for 4-5 years onyaduma. Say if national statistics say there's 14% unemployment. Yeah. Is that something to be proud of? Yeah. And you mean it's not about Alan the Alanka. The evidence is clear. Say Adiano, baby Adiano do no. Say NDC or NPP. And the system is broken. Now it is broken because you're divided. You're divided. And nipa a bit me because only frontline politics. And now only NDC and non people. There's no way between position. Okay. Even though one idea bet my year juman. Say transit is sim konya say ye beka traders one sema. Wo woni hobby. Yeah. Yeah, the levy ba woni we wi a ye beton ama. Say ebe yo obiti. And won say de bia na wi a na teachers are sorry. Ye cause strike. Yeah. Labor unions are cause identity. They are not at the table. You know, they make what you say. And they make idea. It is not just Alan Neka. Okay. Ghana for no hankasano. And who say that is the only way forward.
Yeah, remember a man for 80 okay because you've been part of our political system.
Yes.
And there be a told be a movie catcher say, oh, I don't know chida unye different.
Yeah.
But yeah, kunyanu ni akufrane show sanat na kunya so say a difference.
Yes, yes.
And ye paper so there na o catcher say ye A B C D be ayem kwa, but in reality yeah na difficult for our political leaders.
Oh, na say someone can one kasa no we indict him because we say what chira.
Yes.
Ana ebia ebe say na wa wo ba be so bia na be say they make can say we have been in this system no at the highest level.
Yeah. For
all these years. And like I say, sabi wo international experience kakra. Answer na me ba into Ghana mainstream politics, you know. I've been consulting for so many countries. Mandela.
Okay.
Free prison by 1994. Free prison by 1994.
Okay.
Now, someone who said the apartheid system, no, blacks, you know, they were subjected to perpetual poverty. Omuntu me business biya. The first thing Mandela in the new ANC government say ni yempe ye dia bofu echi a ane ye de tumi na man nso yen ko eni. Enti yen hwe experts around the world. Ometimi aba beboa South Africa. At ANC eba power no. Okay. Say the bear ye betimi ama black businesses. As I said, I was one of the 7 international experts. Yeah, the Kokoboa, South Africa. Okay. So what I say? Okay. And no man making. And yes, man, the Ghana system no, and a matter who say, I didn't know system that ye operated any. I've been involved in other African countries. What more systems? It's where they're making. It's not only for Ghana. Say. Mama Ghana, Yame Adom na Ghana 40 mase. na system amdi be yefa will be the leading example for the whole of Africa. I can tell you. Because, of course, now, till America, the first president of America, and arguably the most successful, George Washington, first 2 terms in office, he was an independent candidate. First 2 terms in office, he was an independent candidate. Third term was Super Kotenefi. American phone Panacho said in quarter was it there. And when he was leaving at the end of his second term, he warned America about the duopoly.
Okay.
The negative of having 2 strong parties. Always fighting each other. And they make anything new.
So it be a baby pay.
Benin, Benin. And I got phone on social media, so they say, hey, Benin, it's now the shining star of Africa. Now, Ubia ne for share, and now ye na cotton, na Unugana for the you won't be a nanya. Now, Benin, Gentia, they say, who can say Benin, a corner, if you say, for the last couple of years, almost the last 3 elections, maybe 4 elections, independent candidates, and they were.
Are they back to Ghana for when it comes to trade?
Yes.
And I trade Ghana is so expensive, sir.
Number 1. So, because it's expensive, there is a normal wedding. Yes, sir. Number 1. Also, Ghana, we are a highly import dependent country. It's a normal donor or my you produce a yekra. Literally, yekra bibia.
Okay.
And he said, "Who cran woman? Na say, nyawuna wuye. Ukra, unya foreign exchange. Ena, udia akran woman. Na say, wo cedi no. Local currency no. Say a depreciate and I say cedi na wording so tia. Na say tabiano, you need to spend more cedis to be able to import 1 unit of item. And today say tabiano, and now your exchange rate no, and koyenu and ma we cedi ye weakening no. Now also they be import no man. Definitely no. There is a unoma bobe kosro.
Okay.
They told me no taxes, duties, levies. When you say unim the number of taxes are any duties, any charges, any fees are say we import no man. This is apart from exchange rate, you know.
Yeah.
Taxes need to always say because the tax system of Ghana no. It is completely just say entime ye adwumada the tax system no because ye butu ani se woko abrochira there be a omo entime agina omo na so na there were 2 types of taxes. There were indirect tax and there were direct tax. Direct tax ni income tax say we adwuma na bosumi bia utua tax and now work company na bosumi bia utua tax and then direct tax. And indirect tax no and only duties ni charges na say ukra normal say ye dey to some na Ghana ha no and now say ye nim how to structure our tax well baby ye feel say easy to collect taxes and when ye dey hope ni akogu e say unu say dey normal dey be kra but unu say ya dwena ye say ye dey you better crown no man. It is open revenue. And a honor over to me, and because unya crown no man. So
like your port, your fool,
and be a fool, and because how dear. It's not about NDC people. The same thinking. Today we are not your pali taxes on indirect taxes. So I say, rather than reducing Za indirect taxes. Say the buyer companies in businesses no omo be high omo. So omo high omo a if you say so tax ni lower, who produce obenya bigger profit.
Yeah.
Enti say unya profit no mom wi a na abai tax o dia e different.
Okay.
And after so taxes is lower. And now betimi increase production. We increase production, we for nipa bebre. We for nipa bebre a we pay income tax.
Okay.
And now say baby I say we your tax in every pan. And they say we expand the production by lowering taxes.
Okay.
Say the beya we betimi income tax and corporate tax. Now who companies no e betimi create employment, you know. Okay. Through port duties near them. And see that's another source of so we can say cost of trading.
Yeah.
Any other no. And our faces so we say we calculate inflation and I say food inflation. I just say prices of food number one. As I say no so we share fuel prices. You could normal now if we increasing eba. And now say petrol bo cost time bia. And now say spare parts bo den engine. Obi okotwe no ma bia no, the charger or the be charge farmer no ansan watwe no ma ba no. Time bia be cost. Enti aduane bo de bia be cost. Aduane bo cost per na it is affected prices ya. Fuel prices cost per na. Say fuel prices unim say there are over 12 different taxes and levies on fuel. Yeah. Taxes and levies over 40% of the fuel price. Over 40% of the fuel price.
So means it's me kakra fuel.
Yeah, you kakra fuel. Ghana solving our problem yeah dio.
Meaning say why a computation of taxes how do what you mean?
Yeah.
What do we near but taxes be a bank have pese ubeyi e de free one mama adwen from ahamo. Maybe I say na abeto command so e de free on yare. Taxes how do the movement for change. Yeah. Kwadwo Kyerematen edi animu no. Ebo obeyi e de free oni akomu akwa say e feasible say betimi e de free one mu ana. Yet bibi say new sand taxes some years back. Do we still have them? Kwame de betimi afa so ama taxes no aba form. Na etwedie e wo yemma mu so no. Etibie tumpon akoso go so Mpensenpensemu on Adom TV bedwam enimene de akwasi ensia mulabre asose boys enya akrago moto bia ba ene openikese eto ankomodo so kwa bia emfa emra bedwam jubede so on Adom TV go so ene openi Alan John Kwadwo Kyerematen eti nkonyam edi enkomodo afa na ni so ade hunu de mo my Ghana wa bre ko abato kese de enim December 7th 2024 but happy birthday ko emfa ma dasenya tani awudu. You are 20 years today away from ame ene o papa unwa no nyina ese we show happy birthday. Papa especially say ene ne gibebre for the past 20 years ya be kan abusua no de bia da de munyam hye na ebro mo yakopon to konso enhyiraw na onyo kese kopem se obeye kese pa so happy birthday tani awudu nyame enhyiraw pa obena me bisa taxes awodo a wadi kaka wasmansa na ye ko break taxes be na wo ne ya ye kase a watna se ye nkuntabom se yeyi we efru a ebe maga na ade hye ehwo a hom kakra o man so betimi akoso awrane a ye nya ohaw bebre.
Number one, your levy be a friend special import levy. And we are 2%.
Okay.
Now, was it maybe so say? Any day. So say no one say I buy a pisca. And you will say import today with the tuswa.
Yeah.
Yet you need choice of it. What is special import levy? It doesn't mean anything. You pay the try to sooner. You bugana for and I just say 2% a bit. COVID-19 levy. Any day. So COVID buy a car boy in the same vein. Yeah, say normally be or I quite to say yeah by now no you recover and COVID-19 levy no from 20 2020 ɛbaeɛ no yɛda wɔgye COVID-19 levy recovery levy up to when no by now is abolition.
Okay.
You will be a friend of Ghana Health Service disinfection levy or fumigation levy. So I Ghana for your butrepa.
And the port what you know.
And I make an said, there was a catch us indirect taxes.
Okay.
And when I buy time, yeah, fees a holiday. So the tax to normal so at the porter. Once I crown on I win the choice.
Yeah.
Is that one with the major?
Sure.
And see, I hold not make no more. Disinfection levy.
Okay.
So say Ghana Health a prescribe and I say in fact into so. So we say what can we mean now boom. So is a economy.
Sure.
Apart from that, no so. So we share the way you calculate your taxes is saying now. VAT you 12.5%.
Yeah, 12.5.
So what I say.
Yeah.
Now, and would have funny say what crown normal $1,000.
Yeah.
Now you say 12.5. And I know what crown any
okay.
Transaction be 12.5. Now 12.5 you know you calculate here it be a amount
$125.
$125.
Yeah.
Now an upper union cities 125 cities. 125 cities.
Yeah.
Now you see NHIS 2.5%.
Okay.
And you the 12.5 no.
Okay.
You dey account 1,000 no amount
1,125.
1,125.
Okay.
Now you the 2.5 no.
Okay.
I calculate on
1,125.
1,125.
It's just a calculate 2.5 or 1,000 or so.
Yes. It's just a calculate you know on 1,000 or so no. You're calculating on 1,000 plus
125.
125 no.
Okay.
Now you say Akofa get fund 2.5. You're calculating on
1,125.
1,125 no.
Okay.
Now as I calculate and so was. See, I know now it's a compound.
Okay.
So on the major.
As a campaign will be in the year.
Sir.
But I hope so you live with the winter.
What's that?
You live there, I hope so winter.
And oh, the American say.
Okay.
Say yes, you see some of my you will even need 11. One with the major. Say yes, you see some of my not ye aligning the year. Who calculate about say 11 no crown and win here. So who yet no man make a
Okay.
Oh, say yeah, I'm sure pa. Let's say just the calculation of guano.
Yeah.
The impact on producers and importers.
Yeah.
Oh, and so what should I no money now? Not one will say your tax system no. And why and my cousin say Adom be president.
Okay.
Ghana will have the lowest tax rate in the whole of ECOWAS.
Lowest, that's saying.
So the market the lowest tax rate.
You be free here funny about here for Namana calculate.
So the way we taxes in everywhere. Who reduce taxes instead of making any other. Now face so who make sure say who pay more taxes on direct taxes than indirect now.
Okay.
Now basically you are reducing your general tax rate in the economy. It is because we have to aim at having the lowest tax because broche very as 100 here. Obi a person ko investment bia or baby tax rate low. Say the bear obenya higher profit.
Open memory third way. Now say Miss what it is uncle say about LGBTQI plus bill. We are worried about the controversy surrounding say Mampeni best sign and as one sign.
We cry here controversy there. The president has an obligation to sign because the people's representatives.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what as an individual or a president what your views are.
Okay.
So one would have been because president, you are still an individual.
Sure.
And you are entitled to your own opinion. However, no, the entire your checks and balance and now your separation of powers.
Yeah.
So in Parliament, where laws are made, when the people's representatives overwhelmingly non-partisan approval of a bill, a bar, basically it is representing the voice of the people.
Okay.
And so as president there, my advice would be say, he has a over hesitate to cry, regardless of what our personal opinion would be.
Okay.
I said once Parliament, I escalated, I debated. Now I just debated it for a very long time.
Okay.
I go back and forth with amendments. A bipartisan, I want to make a duopoly here. When one of the few pieces of legislation, it means overwhelming non-partisan support. And I just said, we are president here. If that's what the people want, you have to sign it. But apart from that, so let's face it.
Okay.
Say Muslims, Christians, even traditionalists are away. All the religious and faith-based organizations, what more doctrines are against. As you say, we are one dominant, OBC, all the religious groupings they are against it. And I face one will say, every I say country, the people in the country, they are defined by their culture.
Yeah.
So
sure.
So we call Japan the entire country because I say one more.
Or there should be a DHS hand of river.
Ghana so yet. Okay. I mean, say if your cultural values and the social norms, so saying that these are the things we believe in here, and because they define a one, okay, that's what I said. Then there is no debate about it. One more. It is another society.
Yeah.
Now, one more values, HSA, yeah, liberal, ultimately, yeah, the upper.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no problem. It but be a be ultimately found left in Chiobia and societal norm.
Yeah.
So, on the matter. It is a see a correct was there be. I want to be here. Yes. So, what would they mention? And a mass stability of societies. And it doesn't matter whether you are a rich society or a poor society. Yeah. That is what defines you.
It means we are not being fair to the president. In this case, on this Wabidru, Mpensenpensemu also signed as a monster because you have been part of cabinet before.
Yeah.
Say, your money, your budget, you do your mind. A mudu do frame on a neighbor. Now, see, technocrats be war finance ministry. A calculation, maybe I say, we are likely to lose about $3.8 billion if Mampeni go ahead to sign Sabi Waya. When you say, be able to take into consideration, no, all your man for far, now during the prosperity of a man for so, the consequence of signing now, soon so bit me in your own mind and council. So.
No, Minister of Finance, no, Motono. I just said, and some of you, the Minister of Finance, the people have spoken. That would take Minister what your letter.
Yes, a candidate.
When you second say, I'm not quite to say, you have a problem, pa, a business they're making about duopoly, any Sahan or Mana. I'm not your system, no. It doesn't allow us to take decisions independently.
Yeah.
So what would I make sure? Now, who say I'm an only and no make chiescan? A hono okwa. A one casano, are they not divided on this matter?
Okay.
And I'm America okwa. Republicans, they have their views on it.
Yeah.
Democrats, they have their views on it.
It's not all the state crown Aja too.
Yes, and so what are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
The American say, even in our societies are working. There's a raging debate. But there is no debate because nipa no do na say aha ne pese ekọ. What would they make it? Let's just not confuse the making.
Okay.
With say obi say we are sa na one na wo kan so musika no. Na one na wo kan.
Abrofo no.
Abrofo be. So musika. So musika. Na say wo so no acquire to say even if it to destabilize your society now.
Yeah.
Oh there I just say oh my.
Na come here.
I come.
So
then I said that sometimes I say one I just say you don't have a vision of your own. A bit me aka say on say yenya mbaso.
Yeah.
But who kind me great transformational plan any the kind of transformational policies are say nyame Adom na be president yedi begu akwemu within 3 years this country will become paradise. And unti nipa no a owo amanone a ono say ye be put to pressure ama wo say and unti men sign no ono ankasa no ma wo export ko a eno no unti say wo susu oya wo su betimi a withdraw na the dynamics will change because I will say yankasa we don't even leverage our own strength.
Okay.
That one would have made it.
Okay.
We say obi say one fa
we are
ma.
Mesumi
ma. Even at the risk of destabilizing your own society.
Yeah.
And I'm a boy.
Sure.
And it's a sign here Canada. And then I just say obi are taking decisions based on the interests and the yield of other countries. Then they say we do for woman and manage.
Major Moako, what is Obi Casa ask me over no saying? Say Adom Kyerematen in Pefe pass on winning 2024 elections. And Kofobi na piano say on say MPP vote to Ashanti region. We are no say.
Who now can no be there baby neka. Amanfo be neka. Obi catch you.
Okay.
I want say me so be a what track me you know.
Yeah.
When you say me nya ade say be ye keke.
Sure.
Ye sa nipa no a amanfo na wo ka no.
Okay.
A wo akra untimi define sa amanfo na wo ka no. Aba a ye kwa akoto no. Won say 2020 na registered voters na omo ye say 17 million.
Yeah.
Say uni wa me catch you. The number of registered members of MPP.
Okay.
And the NDC, one would do more, but let's say one party, MPP, and it's not over 1 million.
Registered members.
They can't register, I want to say, card bearing members
of MPP, no 1 million.
I just say, omo dear, ubetima kase.
Okay.
A when PNUA, ubetima to against you.
Yeah.
So one would make sure. Now, NDC, but I doubt to say even it's more than that. They can't registered card-bearing members.
Okay.
Omuna a year core members are.
Okay.
Even out of some 1 million crown, Omuna a year a Juma Parma party, MPP say a Matremuda.
Yeah.
210,000. A year police station, executives in a woman. So I say, executives in there, wouldn't say. The coin be an overtrauma party.
Okay.
And to the infant say, for the register 1 million.
Yeah.
On both sides, we cry 1 million, we cry 1 million. Would you 2 million come?
I can't be idea.
Obiadia. Now I'm called 3 million.
Yeah.
We soon call 3 million. And I'm so 6 million.
Sure.
Now, Nipa a Kutwabano. What's one way?
17 million.
70 million. What's it free my agent?
Aka 11 million.
Aka 11 million.
Allow it me win.
Che, Mamma Kacho. And so was I didn't want Munkutana.
Yeah.
I was MPP near this one to say you're 40%. They don't have 40%.
They do have that 4 million on can.
Now, from the Okofano, him. And to Jamaica, I want to say, sir, what's that no boom kuntana?
Yeah.
No bones Alan Baby president. If you said Jamaica, say 11 million, I can only get 11 million. because 55 to 60% of the registered voters are between 18 and 35.
Okay.
18 and 35 no. 18 and 35 no. Omo any allegiance to MPP and NDC. Let me count you say.
That's what I say.
Sa 11 million no. 11 million is 6 million and dollars.
It is a target no 11 million.
It's 11 million. And I'm saying my year trying make career. Oh no. And I'm target. Now even 3 million now make no.
Yeah.
MPP 3 million no. Till apart from 1 million we are registered voters. 3 million no omo sympathizers. And omo shena say akwa say and me say aha na me kondo say nya hu ni page na na. Na me catch you. MPP mu.
Yeah.
Me MPP ni problem o.
Okay.
And penifo no more ya egu party no.
Yeah.
I want a problem o. Rank and file. The majority of MPP members rank and file. One more per ala more than.
But I say John Kwadwo Kyerematen abote say ye ne twetwe nkomo ene anopa. Me dey akwasi e se da Adom ahene Kwabra Sante enu be dey ahia. Makram.